Welcome to Lesson 32. In this lesson, you'll learn how Tauri commands enable communication between your JavaScript frontend and Rust backend. Commands are the bridge that makes Tauri apps powerful. They let you leverage Rust speed and system access from your web UI. Every Tauri project comes with a greet command by default. Let's examine how it works. The lib.rs file in src Tauri contains our Rust backend code. The #Tauri command attribute marks a function as a Tauri command. This tells Tauri to expose this function to the frontend. The greet function takes a name parameter and returns a greeting string. The invoke handler registers our commands with Tauri. The generate handler macro creates the necessary bindings for each command listed. Without registration here, commands won't be accessible from JavaScript. On the front end, main, TS imports the invoke function from the Tauri API. When the user submits the form, invoke is called with the command nameGreet and an object containing the name argument. The result comes back as a promise. Now let's create our own Tauri command, a calculator that demonstrates passing multiple arguments and returning results with error handling. Our calculate function takes 3 parameters, 2 integers a and b, and an operation string. The return type is result, which allows us to return either a successful value with OK or an error message with error. We use Rust's powerful match expression to handle different operations. For add, subtract, and multiply, we simply return OK with the calculated result. Division requires special handling. We check if b is 0 to prevent a crash. If so, we return an ER with a descriptive message. Otherwise, we return OK with the Now let's call our calculator command from JavaScript. We create an async function since invoke returns a promise. The first argument to invoke is the command name as a string. The second argument is an object containing our parameters. Note that the keys must match the Rust function parameter names exactly A, B, and operation. Tauri automatically converts JavaScript types to their Rust equivalents. The result comes back as a JavaScript value. If the Rust function returns OK, you get the value. If it returns error, the promise is rejected and you can catch the error message. This makes error handling clean and intuitive. Here's the invoke in action. When we type a name and click greet, the JavaScript frontend calls invoke with the greet command. The Rust backend processes our request and returns the personalized greeting, which appears instantly in the app. Now let's test our calculator command. We enter 25 and 5 with the add operation. When we click equals, the calculate function runs in Rust, computes the sum, and returns 30 to our frontend. This demonstrates how Tauri commands can perform real computations on the backend. Excellent! You've learned how to create Tauri commands and invoke them from JavaScript. You now understand how to pass arguments, return values, and handle errors between your frontend and backend. In the next lesson, we'll explore window customization and how to control your app's appearance.